Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Aquarius may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Aquarius, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what potential blessings or energies you may be attracting or may be coming in your direction potentially for the month of September. But first, for those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, or if you're interested in a private reading, look down below in the description box. There's lots of links there for you to look through. That being said, Aquarius, guess what? September, lots of transformative energies. We have not one, but two eclipses. Okay, eclipses are all about the cosmic reset. Now, here's the thing. These two eclipses are going to be almost, give or take, approximately 2 weeks apart from each other. The first eclipse is the lunar eclipse, and that's occurring on September 7th. Okay, so lunar eclipse September 7th, and on September 21st, we have the solar eclipse. Okay. Now, although both of these eclipses are about that cosmic reset, they do have different energies and they may influence your September readings potentially here in different ways. The lunar eclipse on September 7th is more about the closing of chapters. It's the releasing of those emotional traumas, wounds, purging those energies, those emotional, anything that's very much connected to your emotions or your hidden anxieties or worries. That is the time to close, release, surrender, let it go, so that you can be very much more clearer, I should say. You're going to be, so you can be clearer for the other eclipse, which is going to be focusing on opening new chapters. And that one is the solar eclipse, which is on September 21st. Now, the solar eclipse on the 21st is about the new chapters that are beginning, new beginnings, the opening of this portal of opportunity where you can be more aligned with your purpose and actually set forth intentional action. Now, let's take a look at how both those eclipses can potentially influence here your September reading. Now, because of those transformative energies, I wanted to take a look at 4 sections of your reading. First is going to be the overall potential energy here in the month of September. Then I'm going to take a look at 3 specific areas. Your love life, whether you are a couple or whether you are single. I'm going to give you an overview. The career in the finance section as well. And last but not least, the domestic scene, which is your home life. So let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. Potentially here for the month of September. So what's coming through here for you, Aquarius, for the month of September? Whether you are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Aquarius may show up on your astrological natal chart. Let's take a look here. Ooh, something flipped over automatically, and that is the one who listens. Okay, the one who listens. Now, the one who listens here has their hand on their heart. Okay. So how this energy is coming across is this potential overall energy here for you, Aquarius. There's a sense of understanding, there's a sense of compassion that you will be able to not only be able to give others, but also give yourself. Allow yourself the opportunity to connect really with your heart's desire. So if you've been coasting in something, or you've been in a situation, circumstance, event, environment or maybe here in a connection in some way, shape, or form, whether romantic or non-romantic, where it's been more of this coasting energy, or kind of like, well, I might as well just stay in this fill in the blank, because I might as well. I've invested a lot of time, energy, and focus. This is going to question that for you. Or I should say, you're going to question that here for yourself, because the one who listens, it's about really understanding and listening to the heart's desire. And especially if you've been in a position where you've been ignoring that, turning a blind eye, or not really paying attention to how you can proceed in order to make either the spark brighter in certain areas of your life, or be able to shift gears so there's more momentum, there's more motivation, inspiration, spark, or the sense of a new beginning for you. Now is going to be here the time where you may start questioning where you are and where exactly you want to move towards. So this is about you having the compassion and the understanding for yourself, to understand and say to yourself, well, you know what? Maybe I've allowed X, Y, and Z because fill in the blank. Maybe I haven't done any type of pushback, or have decided to part ways or move in another direction or trajectory because of my fear, because I've been suppressing or repressing my emotions, okay? Or I don't want to rock the boat, or, whatever excuses or reasons. I feel that this is going to shine light or a clarity here, whatever it is that you've been hiding, repressing, or not talking about here, or maybe even not admitting to yourself here. Okay, Aquarius? So we'll see how else this comes through for the rest of your reading. But wow, quite an important and interesting start here for your overall energy. All right, give me more clarity here in regards to Aquarius overall potential energy here in the month of September. Now, remember, this potential energy is like the overarching energy for the entire reading. And then in a few minutes, look at that. What popped out? Your eyes are fully open, seeing what's possible. By the way, that's the first one. The second one at the bottom, it's going swimmingly, off the hook, in the flow. Let's talk about these two that literally just jumped out of the deck. Remember that I was telling you here a little while ago here, Aquarius, where there is this energy that's coming in, perhaps with that reset with the lunar eclipse, or that reset with that solar eclipse. Either way, it's going to place you in a position where you are going to fully open your eyes and see what's possible, especially for things that have been a little bit stagnant, stale, not moving, or especially for the things that you have been suppressing or repressing or suppressing here in regards to your emotional you know feelings here about something. You've been wanting to express something and you haven't, you've kept it quiet. Okay, so here is the time. Like I said, September may be the time for that awakening. It's going swimmingly, so whatever this is, once you get it off your chest, or once you take a hard look at what it is, that why this person here may be placing their heart on their chest. This is talking about you really figuring out and aligning yourself with the abundance and opportunity to gain abundance, gain prosperity, gain more insight, be able to go with the flow of your authentic emotions and your authentic feelings about what your heart is really truly desiring. And that could be, of course, in any area. We'll take a look here at specific areas. I do want to mention here that um fish on that card in the Lenormand deck, which is not the deck that I'm using right now, but the Lenormand deck, the fish is about going with the flow, but also the fish symbolizes abundance and prosperity. And there may be some things there whether it's your fear of success or your fear of failure or your fear to rock the boat because you don't know if you can do it on your own, or you feel like, well, what's going to happen next if I rock the boat? What's going to happen if I open my heart and really express my true emotions here? This is telling you here that prosperity and abundance are definitely here possible for you as long as you're ready to open that door in regards to your heart chakra, in regards to what you may be hiding, not being so transparent about, or may be difficult for you to share. Let's see how this overall energy may be looking in regards to your love life. There you go. You have regret. Like I said, there could be here some emotions here surfacing or resurfacing for you in the month of September. Now, here, listen, this is the good news. If that's the case, you can shift that. You can change that. You can look at that straight ahead. Look at it, for what it is, and realize that your eyes are fully open, seeing what's possible. So even if you are in this energy, whether quietly, silently, whether in a partnership, or whether this is as a single person, so whether you're in a couple, or in a connection, or whether you are single, you have the opportunity to shift and change this regret, or the grudges that you may be holding, or the emotions that you may not be feeling, or the guilt, the remorse, the awareness now that may be opening up more for you here due to that solar eclipse. As I said, that is all about you focusing on the purpose and then being intentional on your actions. Now, if you want more in-depth reading here, especially if you are in a couples connection, then take a look at the couples playlist. If you would like more insight as a single person, we'll take a look at the singles playlist. Now, if you're gonna watch that right after this, and it's like the beginning of September, chances are I haven't started quite yet with the singles reading or the couples reading, but I'll definitely will be starting soon. So whenever you come across this message, just take a quick look and then take a couple quick looks after, maybe a week after or a couple days after, because chances are they will be there by the time you take a second look at it. Okay. Now let's get more clarity here on what's coming through in regards to your love life. And this one wanted to pop out by itself. And this is the Queen of Cups. There you go. The Queen of Cups, your ability to have the emotional maturity, have the emotional intelligence to understand and see things from a different point of view. Remember, you have regret here, but regret could be, remorse, regret, guilt. It could be, holding on to grudges. It could be, still holding on to that emotional feeling that you can at any point in time choose to release, especially here with that lunar eclipse that's coming in September. That's going to be that kind of, you might feel it a little bit more, but here's the thing. This is the light at the end of the tunnel, and that is your Queen of Cups. So you may be embodying this energy of not only having that emotional maturity and having that emotional intelligence, but also having the wisdom and the intuition to follow your heart, to follow your emotions, to follow your authentic self, the self that maybe you've been holding back and haven't been fully being transparent about, or fully showing to the world. Okay. So very interesting energy there, and also very beautiful. By the way, the Queen of Cups says, I trust my knowing and follow my heart. So there you go. Like I said, that is such a beautiful positive card there for you. Really turning this energy around, of that energy of regret fully around. Okay. Now the Queen of Cups is facing in the direction of the past and recent past, but yet looking at the present. So again, there may be that type of awareness where you may start thinking in the month of September, due to those eclipses, it may take your focus into the past or recent past for you to do the clearing that you need in order to be more present at your, current timeline here in the month of September. All right. So there, that shift may be needed, kind of cleaning out the old so that you can open up for the new. All right. Career. You have animals and you have travel. Okay. Animals. For some of you, you may be thinking about maybe a career in something having to do with animals. It doesn't have to be animals, it could be something very much connected to the environment. So, if you are in a career or in a job where you are doing good for others, doesn't have to be animals, it could be people, it could be the environment, it could be nature, because it's coming across more of that holistic ecosystem. So, that here is coming through for you. It says you understand animals, people, the ecosystem, nature, things of that nature. And it says, and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals and people and whatever it is that you are naturally um, connected to are part of your life's work. Now, for some of you, this is specifically talking about the connection with you with the earth, the connection with you with energy, with animals, with nature. All right. So for some of you, this is what this is talking about. It's talking about your very much your link, your special link here with that side of yourself. So, again, maybe some of you have always been wanting to shift in a different career, but really haven't. This is kind of like well, if you've been thinking about it, it's coming through in your reading, asking you here to really trust your inner guidance. If you feel that there is a shift that needs to be made, that maybe that shift, you should be aware of it, you should pay attention to it, maybe something very much connected to your heart's desire. You also have here travel. It says your life purpose involves traveling. So there may be something here connected to being on the go, maybe um the airplanes, helicopters, maybe trains, planes, automobiles. There's something here very much connected to a source of travel. Bikes, motorcycles. I don't know if you have a love or an affinity to those areas or to those specific vehicles or things on the go. There could be here this kind of like you may be traveling, or you may be very much interested in fields that have to do with mechanics or things that are on the go. Okay, so again, take this as it may resonate. But basically, what this career sector is talking about, it's saying that you have a very good intuitive ability to connect with things outside of yourself through your compassion, through your generosity, through your sense of being able to tune and connect intuitively with others, and also be able to somehow here just know, have an inner knowing about whether it's travel, whether it's like I said, helicopters, airplanes, whatever this may be, could be your true heart's desire. So this is talking about giving that a look if it isn't part of your career already. Others of you, there may be more travel coming up in the month of September here for you. Okay. All right, let's see. Wow, you have the fourth chakra. Again, your heart's desire here. Fourth chakra is the chakra that is focusing on the heart. So again, there may be a true passion for some of you about getting into the airline industry or getting into the transportation industry. Others of you may have a heart's calling or an affinity to, veterinary care or careers that are talking about caring for others or showing that type of compassion for the earth, the oceans, the sea, the air, the whatever it may be. Okay, so it may not all be having to do with animals. It's the fact that you have a very intuitive ability to connect with nature and somehow here be able to give back to nature by helping it in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so again, here you have two messages, those that may resonate with the travel, and others of you that may resonate with the animal kingdom, okay, or the earth. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Last but not least, let's take a look at your last and final sector here, which is the domestic scene, your home life. All right. You have here life purpose. There you go. I'm not surprised that that's here because this may be very much connected. Your career or work environment may be very much connected to your life purpose, okay, of your domestic scene. So here, becoming more aware, really listening to your heart's desire. What is it that you truly are very much connected to? Sharing that with others. Maybe some of you haven't been able to get into a career or be able to move in a in a trajectory or in a path where you feel more inclined to your life purpose. There's something here about you doing breath work in order to connect, closing your eyes and doing breath work, okay? In order to connect with that breath and connect with your inner, dial down that external noise and that internal noise so that you can connect with that life purpose. Because I'm seeing these two trees here as lungs. So there's this energy here about, kind of calming down your thoughts, your inner thoughts, external noise, and being able to connect with your intuition in order to help guide you here in regards to your life purpose. This could also be something very much connected to your home and your family. So there could be something here in regards to a family lineage, something having to do with family here. Okay, so be more present. Maybe your life purpose is focusing more on the care and compassion and nurturing here that needs to be connected or reestablished here with friends, family, and loved ones, connecting to your roots. All right. And it may be something that, again, maybe you've been busy, maybe you haven't been able to connect as deeply as you would like. And this is just giving you a reminder here in the month of September, you may be coming back to that type of energy of wanting to connect deep with your roots. Queen of Wands energy. Well, listen, it's all about you being passionate, taking charge, feeling energetic, independent. And the Queen of Wands is a beautiful, passionate energy, one who is very confident and one who's very intuitive. So you have two cards here about intuition in your September reading. So that's very telling here. Your intuition may be on high alert, especially with this life purpose where you have so many full moons here. So, especially for those of you who are thinking about expanding your family, that may be a really good opportunity for you to do that in the month of September because Wands energy are all about passion. It's about the spark, motivation, passion, drive, and of course, passion within a couple also. Okay, so that could be there as well. Okay, but here with the Queen of Wands, this is telling you that you are able to connect with your sense of self. You're being able to connect with that strong sense of self here and really stand up for yourself and be able to share that with friends, family, and loved ones, or be able to stand up and say, okay, I am present and I am here. I am open to accept my life purpose, even if it's been something that I haven't discussed in the past or recent past, or it may be a new venture. Either way, I wish you the best of luck here, Aquarius, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.